You are a human being, not a human doing. That has been one of the key phrases and quotes that has come out of tonight's community coaching call within the Rebel Yell Club. So I'm going to give you a little synopsis of how we got there. So one of the key themes that we talked about today in our coaching call was the need to find the silence and the stillness in life on a regular basis. And that whilst that sometimes feels counterintuitive, that actually sometimes that is exactly what's needed to move forward, particularly if you feel stuck, particularly if you feel overwhelmed and there is a massive to-do list and a lot of expectation and people wanting things from you. The natural urge there is to keep doing. And actually what happens there is that we can't find clarity and silence, and we can't hear ourselves. And this has been a really big theme from our call tonight. When we all did our shares, we realized that actually this was the theme that all of us had experienced over the last couple of weeks since we last met together. In various different guises and from various different perspectives. And one of those aspects was around the tendency we all have really to be focused on results and goals, this goal addiction we have as a culture and a society. And that not only can that be pretty, kind of destructive or debilitating to your happiness, because once you've hit that goal, well, what do you do next? We'll have to find another goal, so you're constantly chasing a goal. That it also stops you from enjoying the journey. And whilst it's cheesy, enjoy the journey, isn't that what life's about? To be happy, to be in the moment, to experience this vessel that we're in, this life that we're in, this reality that we're in as a human being in this moment. And doing, tasks, to-do lists, and all of those things can actually prohibit that ability for us to feel those moments. Sometimes we're forced to be still. Sometimes through illness or whatever else causes our lives to unravel in that moment, we are forced to be still. And there seems to be a real pressure that we put on ourselves that if we are still and we do nothing, that in some way that's to be frowned upon. And actually it can be one of the most productive, powerful, assertive, confident boosting things to do. And that in itself is a paradox. So one of our master rebels, Paul Harris, shared with us the chess analogy, and that in chess sometimes you have a point in the game that is called check. And in check, when you are in check, you have to make a move. It may not be immediately obvious what that move is, and you may have to wait and strategically figure out what that move is, but you have to make a move. And that game still keeps going until we hit checkmate. And in life, the game still keeps going until we hit checkmate. Checkmate being, it's over, we're done on this plane, this dimension, in this life. But actually being stuck in check still means you're in the game. And paradoxically, it can create a silence and a stillness that allows you to find the wisdom that you need to make. Sometimes you have to allow life to move the pieces around for you so that you can move forward. And allowing and trusting that to happen isn't always the easiest thing to do, but it can be incredibly powerful. And I personally have experienced this to a great degree in the last year or so, but particularly in the last few weeks. I think we're at a pause at the moment in terms of the time of year and what we're experiencing as a planet, as a species. It is a time of pause. But even, just the fact that we're in summer and a lot of people are taking holidays if they can and having time off with the kids and so on, we are in that moment of pause. And these calls themselves, these community coaching calls that we do, give us an opportunity to do that twice a month, to stop, to be still, to listen to others and to ourselves, to be able to support others and then help ourselves in the process. It's an opportunity to see things clearly, to hear things clearly, to just be still. And that's what I offer you, you know, with these calls every single month. And magic happens in those conversations. We have another of our master rebels called tonight, Lisa, nourishing conversations, which I thought was a beautiful phrase. So you may be in a pause right now. Globally, we are in a pause right now, but ultimately using our intuition as to not only how to move forward, but when to move forward, when it's your move, as Paul would say in the chess game. When your move will become apparent to you if you sit in the stillness and the silence, and don't be afraid of doing that. Don't shy away from that stillness and that silence. Sometimes I know I've very much reacted emotionally to things that need doing. And what I've realized is that had I stepped back and waited, the answers would have revealed themselves. And you can't smart goal that. We talked about our resistance to smart. As a rebel community, I think we all have a fair resistance to smart goals. I know I do, and I've had for a long time. I see their place, I see their relevance in a corporate world. But for me, it just pushes me away. It makes me want to run away hard. I don't know if anyone else feels like that that's watching this, but that's where I'm at with it. And sometimes just focusing on the results, focusing on the goal, can be the very thing that stops you reaching those goals in the first place. So I've let go of that a little bit. I've started to trust that if I do what feels right in the moment, the chances are those goals, whatever they are, will achieve themselves. They'll sort themselves out when they are meant to, if they are meant to. So take this time to sit still and pause and reflect. And I hope to see you, if you are one of our incredible rebels in the Rebel Yell Club, I hope to see you on our next call, third Thursday of every month, or first Monday of every month. If you are not an incredible rebel and you are interested in what this Rebel Yell Club is, then come check us out on www.rebelyellclub.com, and you can come see what we're up to. We also have a free community on Facebook, which is called Rebels and Rule Breakers. So Rebels and sign, the ampersand, Rule Breakers. And I'll put links in the description for you. Keep rebelling. Chief Rebel out.